What is up, guys? Delboy here. My last video on Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, until they are sort of announced to fight again at least. I want to talk about a narrative that has been put out there since this fight, and that is that Tyson Fury put on a boxing masterclass against Deontay Wilder. Is that actually the case? Now, before I get into it, I felt Tyson Fury won this fight. And given the circumstances, after all of what Tyson Fury went through in the last few years, I felt his performance was remarkable. So this isn't about taking credit away from Tyson Fury, it's about taking a step back and looking at what really happened. And was it a boxing masterclass? For my money, no, and I'll tell you why. First and foremost, Tyson Fury got dropped twice against Deontay Wilder. Once extremely heavily. You know, the first knockdown was what it was. You know, Tyson Fury wasn't really hurt. But the second knockdown looked bad. And, you know, Tyson Fury clearly felt it, right? So he was knocked down twice. And not only that, if you actually watch the fight, you know, taking your emotions out of it, maybe take the sound away, maybe watch the fight, a lot of these rounds were extremely low volume. Extremely low volume. Tyson Fury wasn't whitewashing Deontay Wilder in multiple rounds. Yes, he completely outboxed him in a few rounds, but did he whitewash him in every single round other than the rounds that he got knocked down in? Absolutely not. You know, there are several rounds in this fight where Tyson Fury literally landed one or two more punches than Deontay Wilder. Now, that is according to CompuBox, but those CompuBox stats match up with what I saw. I saw several rounds that were very low volume and that had very little in them. And there was more than one of those rounds. You know, to me that's not a boxing masterclass, I'm sorry. Landing one or two more punches than your opponent in a fight like that, to me, is not a boxing masterclass. Did Tyson Fury win this fight in my opinion? Yes. But did he carry out a boxing masterclass? No, not for me. You don't get dropped twice in a boxing masterclass. You don't leave multiple rounds that are open to interpretation in a boxing masterclass. You know, for me, Fury boxed well. I felt he boxed well enough to win, and he got unlucky in the decision, but I don't buy into this narrative that he carried out a boxing masterclass. I just don't see it. Now, for me, a boxing masterclass would be Vasily Lomachenko versus Nicholas Walters. Nicholas Walters did not win a single second of a single round in that fight. Alexander Usyk versus Murat Gassiev, another example of a real boxing masterclass. These are masterclasses. What Fury did, you know, given the circumstances, was very, very impressive. But was it a boxing masterclass? No, not for me, I'm sorry. I just don't see it. It wasn't as impressive as the Vladimir Klitschko performance. Yes, it was more dramatic. Yes, you know, the story of Fury going into this fight was one of a redemption story, and it got a lot of people interested. But, you know, was the performance as good as the Vladimir performance? No, not for me, I'm sorry. Again, I think Fury won this fight, but people have been overboard in the analysis of Fury's performance, to be quite honest. You know, and this is coming from hardcore fans, and I've realised, you know, after this fight, during the build-up and after this fight, hardcore fans are just as likely to be duped as casual fans. You know, a lot of hardcore fans really brought into the Fury story about the depression, about, you know, the struggles he's had outside the ring, about the comeback, and it's blinkered their ability to look at this fight objectively, as far as I'm concerned. And again, I'm not saying Wilder won this fight, I don't think he did. But at the same time, I really do not see this as a boxing masterclass. Mayweather versus Corrales was a boxing masterclass. Manny Pacquiao versus Antonio Margarito was a boxing masterclass. Dominant from the very first bell to the last, and you cannot say Tyson Fury was dominant from the first bell to the last. That did not happen, as far as I'm concerned. When you get knocked down twice in a fight and also leave other rounds where the difference in punches landed is one or two shots, I'm sorry, not a boxing masterclass. Now in stretches, Fury was schooling Deontay Wilder. Like round 10, I believe, for example. You know, that's a good example of Deontay Wilder being thoroughly outclassed. The round after Tyson Fury got knocked down the first time. So yeah, I think people have gone overboard on Tyson Fury's performance, and maybe that is because of the circumstances. You know, a lot of people did not expect that type of performance from Tyson Fury, given what he went through prior to this fight. And maybe that has blinkered their view on this fight, maybe, I don't know. But I do think some people are being over the top on Fury's performance. This was a good performance, and a very good performance in the circumstances, but in no way was this a perfect performance, you know. But that's just my opinion. Share your thoughts below. Do you believe some people are being over the top in Tyson Fury's praise? I kind of wanted to leave this a couple of days before making this video, just to let the dust settle, because, you know, right away after fights, we as fight fans are very reactionary, so I thought I'd give it a couple of days and pose the question to you guys. I'm really eager to hear your thoughts. Peace.